The rapid growth of urban populations and the increasing demands for food have sparked interest in innovative solutions for agriculture. One such solution is vertical farming, a method of growing crops in stacked layers, typically inside controlled indoor environments. Vertical farming offers a promising and sustainable approach to urban agriculture by maximizing land use, conserving water, reducing carbon footprints, and producing fresh, local food. As cities continue to grow, vertical farming is gaining attention as a potential answer to global food security and sustainability challenges. The urbanization crisis, a growing need for efficient agriculture. By 2050, nearly 68% of the world's population is expected to live in urban areas, up from 55% in 2018. This dramatic rise in urban population is placing unprecedented pressure on urban infrastructure and the food supply systems that feed these densely populated areas. At the same time, much of the world's arable land is being lost to urbanization, climate change, and unsustainable farming practices. As the demand for food increases, particularly in cities where available space for agriculture is limited, solutions like vertical farming are being explored to meet the challenge of producing food where it is needed most. Vertical farming makes it possible to grow large amounts of food within the confines of urban spaces, which are often constrained by the lack of available land. It utilizes stacked layers of crops grown indoors, often using hydroponic or aeroponic systems that do not rely on soil, thereby maximizing space. As such, vertical farms are able to produce far more food per square foot than traditional horizontal farming, making them a highly efficient solution for urban food production. Space efficiency, a solution to land scarcity. Vertical farming offers a powerful solution to land scarcity, especially as urban areas expand. Unlike traditional farming, which requires vast tracts of land, vertical farming can utilize urban spaces such as abandoned warehouses, rooftops, and shipping containers. These underused areas can be converted into productive farming environments, making vertical farming ideal for crowded cities. According to the Vertical Farming Institute, vertical farming can produce up to 40 times more food per square foot than traditional agriculture. By growing crops in stacked layers, it maximizes space and allows year-round cultivation, independent of weather. This makes vertical farming a space-efficient and resilient solution, especially in urban areas and harsh climates. Water efficiency, addressing global water scarcity. Agriculture accounts for 70% of global water usage, and as climate change worsens water scarcity, traditional farming's water demand becomes unsustainable. Vertical farming offers a more efficient alternative through hydroponics and aeroponics, which use up to 90% less water than conventional methods, according to NASA. These systems recycle water through closed-loop processes, reducing waste, evaporation, and runoff. The controlled indoor environment also minimizes the need for excess water used in pest control, as pests are more easily managed without chemicals. As water scarcity intensifies, vertical farming provides a more water-efficient, resilient solution to global agricultural challenges. Reduced carbon footprint, localized, sustainable food production. Transportation is a major contributor to the environmental impact of traditional agriculture, with food transportation accounting for 11% of total greenhouse gas emissions in the U.S. Vertical farming offers a solution by producing food locally, reducing the need for long transportation routes and significantly cutting carbon emissions. Farms like Plenty report a 7x reduction in transportation-related emissions by growing food close to urban areas. Additionally, vertical farms can integrate renewable energy sources like solar and wind power to reduce their carbon footprint further. This makes vertical farming not only more sustainable in terms of food production, but also in energy use and emissions, helping cities become more resilient to climate change while promoting sustainable urban agriculture. Pesticide-free and healthier produce. In traditional farming, the use of pesticides and herbicides is a common practice to protect crops from pests and diseases. However, these chemicals can have harmful effects on the environment and human health, especially when they contaminate soil and water sources. Vertical farming, on the other hand, offers a much cleaner and healthier approach to food production. Since vertical farms operate in controlled environments, pests are easier to manage and often require no chemical intervention. This results in pesticide-free and herbicide-free produce. According to the National Institute of Food and Agriculture, vertical farming methods can reduce the use of chemical pesticides by as much as 95% compared to traditional farming. This means that consumers can enjoy cleaner, healthier produce with fewer chemical residues. For example, companies like AeroPharms are known for growing pesticide-free greens in vertical farming systems using hydroponics. By eliminating the need for synthetic chemicals, vertical farming not only promotes better health outcomes for consumers, but also reduces the environmental impact associated with pesticide use. Fresh, local produce, reducing food waste and increasing food security. The long supply chains involved in conventional farming contribute to food waste, which is a major issue worldwide. In fact, the FAO estimates that up to 30 to 40% of food produced globally is wasted, often due to spoilage during transportation and handling. Vertical farming reduces the distance between food production and consumption, enabling a farm-to-table model that delivers fresh produce directly to consumers with minimal delays. Vertical farming allows crops to be harvested at their peak ripeness, reducing the likelihood of spoilage during transportation. Additionally, since vertical farms are located close to urban populations, they help to mitigate food insecurity in cities by ensuring a consistent and reliable supply of fresh, nutritious food. For example, Singapore's 30 by 30 initiative, which aims to produce 30% of the nation's food locally by 2030, relies heavily on vertical farming as a key component of its strategy to reduce food imports and increase self-sufficiency. Technological innovations, automation, robotics, and AI. One of the hallmarks of vertical farming is its use of cutting-edge technology to optimize growing conditions and increase operational efficiency. Vertical farms rely heavily on automation, robotics, artificial intelligence, and data analytics to monitor and control environmental conditions such as temperature, humidity, light, and nutrient levels. This use of technology allows for precise control over the growth process, ensuring that crops are grown under optimal conditions and are less susceptible to disease or environmental stressors. For example, companies like aeroponics use robotic systems for planting, tending, and harvesting crops. These robots not only reduce labor costs, but also improve efficiency by performing tasks with greater precision. In addition, AI systems analyze real-time data from sensors to adjust environmental parameters and ensure maximum crop yield. This automated approach is revolutionizing agriculture by reducing labor costs and increasing productivity, making vertical farming more economically viable. Moreover, the use of LED lighting in vertical farms is another technological advancement that contributes to sustainability. And there you have it, vertical farming, the future of sustainable urban agriculture. If you enjoyed this deep dive into how it's transforming food production, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell for more updates on all things innovation. Stay green, stay sustainable.